Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Farmer Jolly and this is our Let's Play series on Court Farm. We're carrying on exactly where we left off in the last episode. We've just hitched the combine to the header. The Kubota is just over there with the header trailer. Actually, I've left its beacons on. Let's go and turn those off quickly. There we go. Walk into the hedge and run along the header trailer. So we can now jump into this. And the JCB is just behind us in what was our old grass field, ready and waiting for us to need to unload. So we're all ready to go. We're all set up. So we're going to get the header turned on. And this first, I think we're going to be dropping straw as well. Yeah. I think we do need some straw, so we're going to have to come and collect it. Actually, I was going to say we can set this off on a worker, but we'll see how much straw we've got back at the yard. As to whether we're going to collect it, because we do want to get these fields sold, and we've got 3 fields that need to be harvested this month, so it's going to be a busy one. It's currently 11:30 and like I say, we've got 3 fields to do. We've got field 61, which is the one we're currently in. I think it's field 74, which is just the other side of the road from here. And then I can't remember what number it is, but it's one of the big fields back at our yard. These shouldn't take us too long. We've done them a few times now. The yield's not the greatest, but it will be enough. As I say, the plan is we're selling these fields as soon as they're harvested anyway, so we probably... Actually, let's just do that. Let's just stop for 2 seconds. And we'll jump over into the... Oh, no. We'll go into the Massey because we can get out. The Massey has finished while we've got a cow half through the fence. There we go. We'll just run over. We've got... Yeah, I think we'll leave the straw because we've got quite a few in there. And I think the cows do need some food. I think they're very low or empty completely. That's the manure heap. Yeah, they are down to nothing. We've got a couple of... Is that hay? Yeah, a couple of hay bales. So we'll grab the telehandler and just dump them some hay really quickly. Let's fire it up. So I can't remember what baler we've got. We've got a round baler. I think we'll leave it for now. I can't really get any further in, so we're going to have to get it further in. Let's lift that up. Try and move ourselves over a bit without... There we go. Right. There we go. We've got them both. We had them both. I think it just caught the side of the trailer, which pulled it off. So it's not ideal having to give the cattle just hay, but because they've got nothing and we've not got any silage, we're unfortunately going to have to. So we'll just drop that here. And they should, yeah, they're both taken. So we'll just quickly drive this away. Everything needs a good clean. We do have another trailer ready to go at the store, but we will leave it for now. That's for the Massey. I will have a think as to whether we're going to bale the straw or not. Part of me thinks it would be a really good idea, but another part of me is thinking, let's just get rid of these fields. We'll get these 2 fields done, and then before we sell them, we'll have a look, see how much we'd get for them, and how big they are, and then have a quick look and see if there's another cereal crop such as wheat or oats that will give us straw that's either the same size or similar size, or ideally bigger, that we can buy that needs to be harvested. That would be ideal. If that's the case, then I will leave the straw, but if there's not one that's close to the farm, then I probably will bale it. So for now, I'll put this into a time lapse. It shouldn't take us too long to get these fields done. The plan will be cut 2-3 headlands and then start on the up and down rows. I probably won't use the vehicle control add-on just because it's such a small field. But yeah, we'll put this into a time lapse and we'll get these 2 fields done. So I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back from that time lapse. So we've got the first field done. We are just gonna get everything positioned and into the next field, which shouldn't take us too long. That didn't take us overly long, but I will see you once we've got both of them finished. Like I say, it shouldn't take us too long. Actually, we can have a quick look. Before we do that, let's just bring up the map. So, farmland. So 57 is worth 59,000, and that's worth... Well, we can say actually that's worth 60 because it's probably going to be, if we took that, so we've got about £120,000 tied up in these two fields. So what is planted around us? That's not rye, so what's that then? That's not barley, it's not sorghum, that's potatoes, right? So what have we got that's close? What's 58? That's soybeans. 91. How? Ooh, that's got wheat in it. Field 91, and it's ready to harvest. How much is it? So 1.67. So it's smaller, but it is closer to our yard. Whereas that is, it's got potatoes. We don't really want potatoes. That's the issue. We could potentially get that's a bit more money, but then we'd have another grass field. Could we hire the stuff for potatoes? It would take a bit of time, but we could. We'd need that on the front, and then one of these on the back, or it's expensive, but at least one of those, because we've got these things which we could get the Colossus. We'll have a think, but that, I know I said we wanted straw, but that might be our best option. Anyway, I will see you when we are on our way to our final field. I think we probably will just sell these though. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. So we've nearly finished field 74. We've got a worker just finishing it off because we've filled the trailer, which in one respect is brilliant, but in another it's not ideal because we're not going to have much of a trailer next time, but we've got to bring it back to get a tiny little bit. So yeah, the worker is finishing off field 74, and I've been having a think. As much as I'd love to get that massive field, there is still a chance. Potatoes don't go for much is the issue, but we will have a quick look at how big it is and how much more we'd have to spend. But it's looking like we're going to get one arable field and one grass field, and then the field that we turned... Oh, that was close, I should have slowed down there. Oh well, could have been worse, we didn't crash. Yeah, the field that I've turned into a grass field at the main farm very early on after we got it would probably be turned back into an arable field again and have something like wheat planted in for straw. But the issue is we don't know. I say the issue, there's not an issue, we just need to have a quick look and see what size it is compared to the two that we're thinking of buying and the two that we would have as a combinable field, because I think grass we can carry on as we are, and that will be okay. When I think actually no, it's not. I thought it was these two. So it was field 60 and the one just below it, which I don't know what number it is, that we were thinking of getting. We'll nearly back at the yard. We'll empty this trailer and we'll have a quick look as to what the fields were, and potentially buy a field this episode. It would be nice to buy that multi-harvester at some point and potentially look at starting doing like cotton and getting a bit of land somewhere and turning it into fabric. That might be a good thing to do, but for now we've not got that option, so we'll just pull under here and hopefully, yes we do, we're going to have space hopefully to unload it all. So while that's doing that, if I just pull up the menu again, so we've currently got field 74 and 61. We're going to get approximately 120,000 from these two fields. So the fields that we were thinking were field 60 and field 58. We want ideally to be around this sort of area because that's where everything is now based. So field 60 is 1.6 hectares, or 4.9 acres, and will cost us 87. And field 94 is 5.15 acres and cost us 67. Now we've turned field 59, which is 5.2, so similar to that, into a grass field. But we can cultivate that back up. So these two together are approximately 140,000. So that's an extra 20,000, but it's 12 acres. I think that might be our best option, because we've then got, its yield potential is 100, so that's got a higher yield potential. I still think we do that one. Let's jump into the combine. So it's nearly finished. Plus we've not done potatoes yet, so that's something a little bit different we can harvest. So once this is finished, which it should have done, I don't really know what else. Oh, it's got a little tiny bit. That's fine. We'll cancel that worker and we will run and grab that bit ourselves. As it's not much. 50% of a combine's not bad. I thought we were going to have a lot less. I thought it was going to be back like 10 to 20%. So it's still only going to be about 25% of the combine. But it's better than nothing. Alright, there we go. So let's stop that. And we'll just pull up to the edge of the field. So just up here. There we go. We'll shut that down. So we're going to, if I zoom in on them, we're going to sell this field and sell this field. So that's given us 230,000. Now when are the potatoes ready to harvest? I think they're ready soon. Let's bring up the crop calendar. Potatoes. Yeah, we've got a couple of months but I think it's worth it. So I think we buy that field. So our money has dropped considerably, but we have now got this field. How much is the soil information? 8,000. I think we buy that as well. Yep, we've got the soil information, so we can now know the pH isn't bad. This nitrogen's pretty good, so we might have to just go over a little bit, but clearly the old owner was looking after it. But by having that, it also means we've got the environmental score as well. We don't actually have it for any of our other fields. I like the fact that that part owns that tiny 3,000. That doesn't even. We're gonna have to just do this one ourselves because it doesn't cover the top part of the field. But anyway, I think that's a really good place to end the episode. We'll actually just we'll use this tractor. We'll just run down and have a quick look at our new field. Might as well take the fast track. So I think it's just down here, which means harvest wise it's so close because we just have to run through our grass field. Alright, stop there. Let's go and have a quick look. So actually pH value isn't good. Yeah, it's going to need to be sprayed with, I think, both lime and fertilizer, and it can only have narrow tyres, so we're going to have to change one of the tractors. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching the episode. As always, I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, if you could like the video, that would mean a great deal to me. And if you have enjoyed it, if you want to see more, if you click subscribe, I will try and get 2 videos out a week. So yeah, it would mean a great deal if you'd be able to like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, if you have enjoyed it, we'll see you back for the next episode. Bye for now.